Welcome to Literature and Theory channel. Today we will discuss the introductory chapter of Sara Upstone's Literary Theory, a Complete Introduction. In this introductory chapter, she discusses in detail what is literary theory. It is very important for us to know what is literary theory before we venture into different theories. In our discussions and lectures, we often hear something about a reading tool called literary theory. Literary theory involves different schools. What we call schools of literary theory represents a group of thinkers who are identified as sharing particular approaches to thinking about the world. Each of these schools offer us a different and particular way to think about a literary text. It can give us a perspective on what literary text is, on the issues it contains, and the way it is written. For example, theories such as formalism and structuralism are engaged with the nature of language. Psychoanalysis and Marxist theory does not often explicitly address literature. So literary theory is about the application of ideas to literature rather than finding within theory a discussion of literary analysis. Therefore, literary theory is a set of different answers to questions we might ask about the meaning, function, and effect of a text. These answers are often unexpected and complex. These ideas come from semiotics, philosophy, politics, and psychoanalysis, and different schools of thought. When you compare two books on literary theory, you might be surprised to see that their contents are quite different. For some critics, literary theory is specifically about what directly associated with literature. For others, it is not. Upstone defines literary theory as a range of texts or ideas often associated with literature but not explicitly concerned with it. It might offer perspectives useful in the discussion of literature's scope, content, and form. So why theory? If literary criticism can be thought of as being our direct response to an author or a text, in literary theory we find the tools to facilitate that interpretation. When critics write about a text, they no longer think just about the biographical or historical context of the work. They create new interpretations of the text. Literary theory allows you to make informed comments about the language and form of literature, but also the core themes that a text might explore. Concepts such as gender, sexuality, the self, race, and class. A good response to a literary text will make selective use of theory to expand upon and support the reader's ideas developed through close reading within the context of an understanding of the text biographical and historical frameworks. In this way, theory is an essential part of the matrix of tools available to you when you are interpreting a literary text. It is not a substitute for a personal response rooted in your own engagement with the text, but a way of expanding and supporting this, facilitating the development of new interpretive directions. Theory, we must remember, is a text also, and just as with any other text, we will have a personal response to it. Theory should not overshadow the discussion of the text, rather it should inform that discussion. Therefore, the best use of theory will also not lose sight of the fact that what is central to the discussion is literary criticism. Upstone concludes her introductory chapter on what is literary theory with a beautiful analogy. Imagine you are standing in the center of a circular room with a whole set of doors laid out around you. You have the text in hand, and each doorway opens onto a new and illuminating field of knowledge that can change how you think about what you have read. Perhaps in just a small way, but also perhaps dramatically and irrevocably. You can open one door or many of them. The choice is yours. Put the knowledge you gain together with your own interpretation, however, and you have a unique and potentially fascinating response.